The incident took place in Sylhet in 1998, a time when even people in rural villages had never seen a mobile phone. That night remains etched in the memories of many, for it was the night a jinn was seen for the very first time. Yaqub Sahib lived in the Zinda Bazar area of Sylhet. His younger brother's wife, Rumana, was 8 months pregnant. One night, a piercing scream woke the entire household. They rushed to her room and found her completely cold, not breathing, her mouth agape, eyes rolled back. There were no visible wounds, but on the floor was a strange liquid, a mixture of milk and blood slowly spreading across the room. The elders in the family said, the child died in the womb, and she followed soon after. But the old woman from the neighboring house, Sabira Khala, whispered something else. Someone was standing by the window last night, eyes red, skin the color of stone. That was Rojab Fakir. I saw him with my own eyes. Rojab lived at the edge of the village in a rundown hut surrounded by dense trees. During the day, he was rarely seen, but when night fell, he would wander through the silence like a shadow. Somehow, he could navigate even in pitch darkness, as if something unseen was guiding him. But Rojab Fakir was not just a beggar or a blind ascetic. He was a practitioner of ancient dark arts. Villagers believed he could talk to jinns, make spirits his allies, and ruled a kingdom in the world of the unseen. My grandfather, Hamidur, once said, Rojab didn't recognize people by sight but by their voice. One day, I went near his hut with a cloth covering my mouth, saying nothing. Still he said, Hamidur, covering your mouth won't hide your scent. But the story doesn't end there. About 25 years ago, the village had an abandoned, burnt-down palace known as Jinnat Manzil. Though in ruins, locals said the palace came alive at night. After 10 p.m., one could hear anklets jingling, a woman crying, and an old man laughing. It was during this time that Rojab reached the peak of his spiritual power. One night, he declared, Tonight I shall enter Jinnat Manzil alone. If spirits truly dwell there, I will bind them to my will. The villagers pleaded, No, Rojab bhai, it's dangerous. But he did not listen. That night, he left with a flute in his hand and a charm made of iron around his waist. He never returned. 2 days later, he was found unconscious near the riverbank. Half his body was burnt to ash. Though blind, his eyes now looked emptier, more void than ever before. And after that day, no one ever heard any sounds from Jinnat Manzil again. Gradually, people began to forget Rojab Fakir. But strange incidents would sometimes bring his name back. About 5 months after his disappearance, something mysterious happened at one corner of the village. Hasina, a newly married woman, was living at her in-laws' home. Her husband worked in the city. Loved by everyone, Hasina was adjusting well. One quiet, humid night in Boisak, she stepped outside to wash her face by the pond. It was around 10:30 p.m. In one hand, a small oil lamp. The air still, the surroundings dead silent. She later said, I don't know why, but the lamp suddenly went out. And as it did, I felt someone standing right behind me. What happened next felt like a nightmare. Someone wrapped their arms around her waist, her chain was yanked, then Hasina began to float, lifted by an invisible force. Her mother-in-law came running and saw her daughter-in-law suspended mid-air as if held by something unseen before being thrown into the pond. Something was holding her underwater. The villagers rushed to save her. Some screamed, It's a jinn. Others said, It's Rojab Fakir's doing. Later, it was discovered that Hasina's father-in-law had stolen Rojab's only gold ring 5 years ago, a ring said to control the darkest jinns. Since then, the old man had been falling ill mysteriously. Now it seemed that the curse had passed on to the daughter-in-law. And the strange events continued. One night, a mysterious man arrived at the field behind the village mosque. He wore thick glasses, had a beard, and carried an old locked pouch around his neck. He said, I am Hafiz, disciple of Rojab Fakir. The master is not dead. He has entered the realm of the Fae.